Any agenda adjustments get started?
None for me.
Moving along, approval of the minutes. The December 11th minutes, 2025.
I can't vote unless because I was.
Okay, well, I move to approve as written.
I second. Apparently it says you were there December 11th.
Then why didn't we vote on it last time?
Because Brian and Sean.
Okay. All right. All in favor? Yes.
Just making sure you're good.
I don't know.
All in favor? Okay,
Yes.
and approval of the January 8th, 2026 minutes.
Perfect. Yeah, Sheridan's doing it.
Yeah, you wanna correct the spelling of my name, please?
Absolutely. Motion to approve with the correction.
Second.
All in favor? Old business, budget committee schedule. Ryan sent around the schedule today through email. Kathy's gonna notify all the budget committee members of what those potential meeting dates are, see if everybody can attend those meetings, or if there's conflicts and we need to reschedule. But we're moving quickly. Thank you both for.
Too.
No,
Well,
only two here
yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Only two here tonight, but I think we can do that, finalizing of the exact dates over email or phone calls.
Okay.
Just I get Steve a copy.
Okay.
I got him.
But this is the breakdown.
Okay. Sewer superintendent. We have started doing interviews for the sewer superintendent position. We're anticipating doing another round of interviews, so if anybody's still interested, fine, like spread the word. Anything else on sewer superintendent? Personnel policy. I think Brian's the one that put
Yep,
this on the
yeah.
agenda, so can we
Uh,
table this to our next meeting, which is next meeting date?
I'll look at drawings though, but I can't see. I
Okay,
can look at my files.
that would make sense. 2-5? Yeah, I think it's,
The
no,
12.
no, not 2-5, 2-12,
Well,
okay. Transfer station. We haven't shut down for a few weeks. That's not the goal, but that's where we're at. And we're making progress in our transition.
We are having Casella's coming next Tuesday morning to have a training class with some of us.
what operations?
Yeah, how to operate it, to see if it's the machine or, yeah, to see what's going on. So we don't have the continual shutdown problems.
Are we at a stable enough point that we can stop doing the extra dumpster?
I would wait till after tomorrow's beautiful weather, or Saturday's beautiful weather, because of the cold, the hydraulics will not be happy. So that could cause a problem.
We have shut down before, it's supposed to be that miserable, so that
Yeah.
is something to keep in mind.
So should we yank it after Saturday, or should we talk about it in our next meeting? Because our next
Yeah.
meeting's a while from now.
Yeah. And see what the problems they find Tuesday, go from there.
If you pull it, are you still gonna want pickups every week?
I think so, until we're really stabilized.
Sure,
I guess-
problem is.
Yeah, I think I'm apprehensive of keeping the extra dumpster there for much past this weekend, though. Maybe we can,
We can talk about it next meeting, but we gotta do something for the residents of Canton for bulky waste. For furniture, things like that, we have no place to take it now.
We never have until
You
we
had to
do.
take it to Archie's.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
We can't take it to Archie's now. Either we had to make arrangements to take it to Livermore, if they'll accept it. Robin and I have had this discussion. And also, we still have a dumpster at the ball field that we're not paying for, but
It would cost, I reached out about that. They put it on, they call it a stop service. It's more expensive to put it there and take it away and then bring it back in the spring than it is to bring it there and put it on stop service. So we're not paying for it while it's,
Is this Casellas?
yes,
just an FYI, it's got people's trash in it.
Yeah,
Bags.
I knew that would happen.
yeah,
Well,
but we're not paying for it while it's on the stop service.
must be nice to have a personal dumpster.
It is.
So we're gonna continue to pull it.
I guess the only question I'm still wondering is, can we get rid of the extra dumpster that's there now after this weekend?
At the transfer station.
Yes.
We gotta have a discussion about what we're gonna do with bulky waste. The residents of Canton, where are they gonna take it?
Sean, it wasn't put there for bulky waste initially, it was
Just
put
we're
there.
discussing, Christine. The residents of Canton need a place to take bulky waste. Before we went with sellers, they could take it to Arts. Now they have no place to take it. So where are we gonna take it?
Okay, so one problem is this year's current budget isn't going to cover having a dumpster there, can roll off there long-term for bulky waste. That's gonna have to be something that will be addressed in the next budget cycle.
Well, we're gonna have to find the money someplace else. We're here for the residents of
I
Canton.
understand that, but the residents of Canton are also relying on our management of their tax dollars.
That's right, exactly right.
Can individuals still take bulky waste to Archie's?
No. Because Archie's isn't on good terms with town of Canton.
In Mexico,
Yeah,
And that's the-
I take my stuff there all the time.
You're not supposed
All you
to.
gotta do is have a little sticker in your vehicle.
Well, they pay, they charge.
is it a Mexico sticker or a Canton?
I get one for Canton and Mexico.
It's because it's in Mexico,
That's because I have a house in Mexico.
yeah,
Right.
that's why you can, yeah.
You taking Canton trash there?
In my house, yeah. If I have bulky stuff, like when I fix things, big building, yeah. Plus I know everybody that works there.
So don't wait. Just an FYI, it's illegal.
With the sticker on my vehicle,
You're not a resident of Mexico. You have rental property.
I'm a taxpayer. You should be. They gave me two stickers, one from the truck and.
This is off topic.
You're way off topic right now, and I don't think anybody on the board is in a position to be giving legal advice, so my apologies. As to whether or not we can accept bulky waste, I think that's an independent conversation from this dumpster that we did in an emergency situation and the way we funded it. So I'm of the position that I think we need to get rid of this extra dumpster and solve the bulky waste problem independently. We can't just leave a large dumpster. Leaving a large dumpster there indefinitely is gonna be too costly and not in our budget.
We had this service from Archie, period. We'll discuss it next time. I'll put it on.
Yes, we did, Sean, but the problem is going back to the tax dollars. That dumpster is not sitting there for free.
Did we have this service with Archie?
You know what, we did, but the problem is, we are no longer with Archie's, and it's costing us more to be with Casellas than it did with Archie's. We budgeted for Archie's, we're already in trouble with that line.
No,
How are we gonna put more in there?
no, we're not, we checked today.
Okay, but I mean-
Same cost things.
We budgeted knowing that the fees were gonna go up.
Right, yeah, but,
The only way I can see Sean's thing working is if we set up a pay scale and have Jim have money and people pay to get rid of it, and then we don't take a loss, but we pay whatever.
right, I mean, that's one thing, but I mean, to just leave that sitting there indefinitely with nothing in place isn't going to work.
You had to pay when you took it to Archie's. You had to pay $35 for a chair, and it took you 2 hours to go up there and back because you dealt with Archie for an hour. We'll talk about it next time, Christine. I understand your point. We're not gonna leave it sitting there and not using it, but this is up for discussion for the residents of Canton.
Could you look into potential solutions between now and our next meeting for bulky waste development?
I have too much going on with that.
Okay. So you have no ideas that you'd like us to move forward at this time?
Robin and I have discussed this, maybe a little more, maybe pay to get rid of your bulky waste, no different than it was at Archie, just an account roll off there. The fee to have it there. You pay for your bulky waste to go into that roll off, cover the cost of it. Normally, roll off doesn't sit there at a rental rate, like she checked into it was a rental, they have that rate. But the one up there now, they're not charging us a rent because of the temporary thing. This is, should have been up for discussion when we went with the sellers.
I hear what you're saying, Sean. Would you like to discuss this at the next meeting or?
Yeah.
Okay, so
But.
Can we
let's
put
get
it-
Robin time, maybe talk to them.
I'm not assigning Robin any responsibilities beyond what she already has.
Is
If
it
she wants to
transfer
volunteer to
station?
take them on, can I finish what I'm saying? If she wants to take them on voluntarily, that's entirely up to her. Right now, what we need to address is the roll-off that we're paying for in an emergency situation. Not intended for bulky waste, but intended for household waste. Regular, everyday household
You're
waste.
paying for it when it's full. You're not paying for it sitting there. You're paying for it if that compactor messes up.
So are you suggesting we should leave it there or move it? Get it moved out?
I
I
think
think
we
we're
need
past
to
that.
leave it there until that compactor issue is corrected.
I agree with that.
You can't shut the-
So after, if they, when they come Tuesday, several people from Casella are coming and show us how to run it. Then, in case there needs to be repairs or whatever, or electrical, whatever, and go from there. If it's harder, not being trained right, then I'm happy with it going. But can we see if it is a mechanical issue with that compactor, because I don't wanna shut it.
Agreed.
So after Tuesday, make a better call.
Okay, so we can make a decision after Tuesday, but looking to get it,
Yeah,
get
no,
it
not
gone.
permanent,
Okay, sounds good.
for this reason.
Why is it
And-
such a hurry to get that gone, and not paying for it?
I'm under the impression we are paying for it.
No.
I don't know yet.
You just told us that we weren't paying a rental for that after the last meeting. I asked you that.
She's gonna try to pull those strings. I have not heard from Tyler regarding that.
Tyler's number, I'll call. You told us at last meeting we weren't paying rental on that, because originally you said we were paying for rent.
That was my understanding. And she said she would look into it. She was gonna try to pull some strings. And like I said, I haven't had a chance to talk to her because I know she is working 2 jobs there. So,
I recall as well, you were working with Casellas, you said they were being very helpful and trying to help us get over this hurdle and looking for ways so that we did not have to pay. With that said, sounds like we can't get rid of it yet. We don't know yet.
I'm just
We
hoping,
can't decide yet.
yeah, I'm just hoping Tuesday will give me answers.
Okay. And you would like to add bulky waste disposal to the next agenda, Sean?
Yes.
Okay.
Could you let Steve hear?
I'm sorry, what?
Solar balance.
Canelo wants it.
Understood. Just making sure it had nothing to do with the transfer station. Water at the ball field is the next agenda item.
Just to remind us, when it comes better weather, that's the goal, to get it into the snack shack,
What do we have to do?
dig a ditch. My understanding was that what John said the last time we talked, that Vortex was gonna help us.
And they're gonna,
Yeah.
that, out was Mary Sue Barton.
When weather permitting.
You can remind us every week, it's not gonna
No.
change nothing.
Well, it just hit me the other day.
Okay, so it was really just keeping it on our radar. Thank you. Tanella Solar, I presume this is on the agenda because of the permit application?
someone asked me to put it on the agenda,
It was probably me.
probably from the last meeting.
Sure. I'm sure you're right. Did everybody have an opportunity to read the resubmitted application? Yeah. I'm still very concerned about the decommissioning costs. I guess just by way of example, they're estimating $5,000 in legal fees for decommissioning, whereas just having legal review of the original application costs the town more than $3,000. We've had 2 FOIAs related to this application, which cost the town 1,800 rather. So I'm worried that we're in a hole with a lot of these costs, should we ever get to decommissioning, but based on my review, there's really, our hands are tied at this point if the planning board has approved it. Does anybody else have any other observations?
I extremely agree with some of the writing that we're gonna be on the hook for some of those decommissioning costs. Because it doesn't appear to be clearly defined that it is not going to be our problem. I mean, I know they have to do file with the state and all this other stuff, but it just. That's something I prefer to be black and white. It seems to be kind of gray. It's just my thought.
Do we need any more information from the planning board?
I think Mr. Barrett on the line, he's happy to answer any questions you have directly. Can you could explain to the planning board's satisfaction that they have in-house counsel that would cover those costs, and it's not like they go into a third party to get those, they have in-house legal, which is why the costs are lower.
My concern is this company closes up shop overnight some night. Maybe they go bankrupt. Maybe they just leave town and never come again. We're stuck with an in-house estimate for legal costs. And we don't have an in-house lawyer working for the company that just theoretically left us. And I'm only using legal costs as one example. I think the decommissioning and the removal of the equipment is still very much underestimated. So I'm telling you, this is what my biggest concern is. Excuse me. Most of the other stuff I don't think truly affects the town. But I don't know what we can do beyond communicating these concerns to the planning board. Right.
There's also a misunderstanding in particular about how the decommissioning bond works, and perhaps Mr. Garrett could explain that more. You mentioned about, well, they haven't only paid a portion, therefore it's only a portion they're to pay, and that's not how that works at all. That was incorrect, but he explained that better.
We got that in the written communication, so thank you.
Okay.
Cause it's a portion now, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like paying insurance installments.
Yes.
My concern with that is what happens if something happens before that full installment is done. Is that going to leave us on the hook for the rest of it?
Yeah, I can answer that question. It's like an insurance policy. So we secure a bond from a company that issues bonds, just like you would secure insurance. So if for medical insurance, for example, if you have to go in and have a procedure, you pay a deductible, but then if your insurance covers that cost, you don't have to go in and pay the remainder. The insurance company covers that. So
Okay.
that's exactly the way the decommissioning costs. We secure that bond and we pay into it on a monthly basis. And if we go bankrupt, the bond company has to provide the money because we bought that policy from them.
Thank you for that explanation.
So the company's not responsible? The bond company would be, I thought you were gonna leave like a deposit to the city, to the town of Canton for the removal.
No, it doesn't, nothing
No.
comes to us, right?
Yeah, that's the purpose of buying the bond. So if, just like, again, insurance is the best example. if we make our payment to the bond for the life of the project, 25 years, that's how the bond company earns a profit. They're betting that we're not gonna, bail on the project because they have lots of other, well, whether it be solar or other types of development that have to secure bonds. They have confidence that a small amount of them would go belly up.
That makes more sense to me.
As a board,
And oh,
thank you. As a board, we're at the point where we have to decide if we're going to sign this permit or send it back to the planning board to address any remaining concerns.
That was my only thing, is I didn't, yeah, it,
So you're good after you have this
Yeah,
explanation, you're feeling good?
Yeah.
You're
That was
feeling
my
good?
concern too.
Okay. Like I said, my only concern is that our decommissioning costs are very low. And I don't think we've got nothing in our ordinance that calls for an independent review. So I think we're kind of stuck with maybe moving forward in our next
Yep.
ordinance, we can include an independent review of costs for such things.
but I'm okay as of right now.
Okay, then, do we have a motion to sign the permit?
Make a motion that we accept, that. Make a motion to sign the submitted application for Tonello Solar there. That was painful. We've all got that tonight.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any more discussion?
What happens if there isn't enough money available there
For decommissioning?
for decommission? This has been my concern from day one.
Then either we can come up with the money or the next landowner can come up with the money, or we can live with an eyes.
Mr. Barrett. Yeah,
Well, Mr. Barrett, under that scenario, has long since left us.
He's
No,
lost
but
his hands of it. And it's the bond company that's on the hook for it,
yes,
if the bond company is still in existence.
Not for any more than the bond amount that has
Correct.
been made or
Correct.
requested.
But that's what I'm saying, just for example, if it costs $100,000 to clean it up, I mean, that's what the bond is, and it costs $200,000 to clean it up. My understanding is it's on the landowner.
can you answer that,
It's
Steve?
gonna be a junk pile over there.
sure. I mean, first of all, the ordinance requires us to provide an estimate, and then the bond, the decommissioning costs set by the ordinance is 150%. So you've already added in the ordinance that we have to pay, another 50% of the estimate. So that's where you are able to provide your assurance that, that we are gonna have the amount of the bond available. As far as who's responsible, if the costs are above and beyond, it would be the owner of the land.
Okay,
And the land can never be used again after that for agricultural purposes.
You couldn't. You couldn't with that particular one anyways.
No, but
Yeah.
Carol, I mean, any place,
Oh, well,
it doesn't make any difference.
no, I'm not,
I'm not in favor of the way this bond's going down, I can tell you that, the decommissioning costs. I don't wanna leave our grandkids and great grandkids with this burden on their backs. Without fully knowing what's going on, because in 25 years, it's gonna be a lot more than cost. But we're kind of between a rock and a hard place where the ordinance says right now.
Yeah, I
Any
mean,
more
I was just gonna say, the ordinance reads that we need to meet the requirements of the ordinance. And then the selectmen review the final application and the recommendation from the planning board. And unless there are mistakes, which in your first round of comments, you identified issues with the decommissioning, bond and decommissioning plan that was not consistent with the ordinance, so we've updated that. My understanding again is the planning board is recommending that it be signed because we meet the ordinance. So I think that, we're following the ordinance.
Any more discussion amongst the board?
He's answered the question I had.
Okay. All those in favor of signing the solar ordinance permit? Opposed?
Who are you?
I'm opposed.
Oh,
He's approved. Okay.
Okay.
There's nothing left to do. It's the way
Me.
public is.
Okay, next item on the agenda, the penny policy. But no, take your time, Kathy, while you're doing that, I saw the town or the city of Auburn rather posted a thing on Facebook today about their policy, which is like if it's 2 cents to 4 cents, we're rounding up to 5. It's very detailed, but
I'll have to check that out. The reason it caught my eye is because Dixfield also had, it was an article in the newspaper from Dixfield, and banks are not giving out rolls of pennies. We can't. We barely have enough to get through. We're gonna have to start, whoever's got pennies. Every town in the state is kind of freaking out. We reached out to different towns, or we reached out on our listserv. And no one replied, which to me means nobody has an answer yet. As far as taxes, and this was in the paper that, Elisa from Dixfield said, for example, if someone wants to pay their taxes and get 78 cents of change, if we run out of pennies, we can't give them back their proper change. If it's a tax account, we can bump it to the next year. But if it's a car registration, in theory, we have no way to give them that change. We can't round it up, round it down. And by doing the rounding up and rounding down, cash stores are not gonna match. And something Alicia said to her board was, it's a small change, but it's owed back to the residents. Says people can adopt an exact change policy, and that people making transactions must have the exact change. Just some things to think about. I just don't know how we would.
So what's gonna happen when there are no more pennies? So everything from
Right.
registrations right down through is gonna have to be dealt with accordingly.
Yes, Trio is looking at doing something. They weren't vague, they were very vague in their email that we know that there's a penny issue. I just don't know. I mean.
Yeah.
And as far as an accounting standpoint, like I said, our drawers are not matched.
Yeah.
So just to keep it on the idea, keep everybody on thinking of what we need to do. I'd hate to put in an exact change policy if you do have a few people who pay cash, and that's all of them pay. Don't have debit cards, don't have checks. Just, we need to come up with an idea. So.
maybe in the interim, we can at least request.
Strongly
exact change.
encourage exact change.
Yeah.
And
And if
Keep an eye
people
on it.
have pennies that they're hoarding, and I don't mean to say that in a bad way, bring them to us. I mean, we'll take pennies, so.
I'll tell you, my collection, 10 cents a penny.
My cash drawer is still not gonna balance, so, like I said, just wanna keep it in the forefront, because
Yeah.
it's not gonna be long and we're gonna have to make a decision. But I'll put out on Facebook and
Yeah.
I'll put a sign in, requesting exact change for cash transactions.
And keep an eye on MMA.
Yeah, we're, like I said, we're kind of waiting, because every town is in this position. And like our taxes, they never come up to even 5 cents.
So we just round down, right?
Well, yeah, like I said, just wanted to keep it in the
Thank you.
forefront so we can, we're going to have to make a decision, not before too long.
New business, Vortex.
Hi, guys.
Hello?
Sat here long enough, going to talk.
Sorry. I think, in all fairness, we probably should have moved that to the top of the agenda, and I apologize.
Yeah, sure. Thanks again for, I guess, hearing us out, but Alan Gilbert, work over Vortex, just be Ted Berry, Director of Operations. Paul Pomelo with me here, and just wanted to come over and you've kind of heard along with kind of the hint, I guess, from the sewer superintendent that there might be some discussion around possibly looking on having some help with your sewer operations and maintenance of the collection system. More or less just wanted to come and see if I guess if rumor had it true and right, and if that's something that would be that we could look out for, I guess, to try to see if that's something we can help you folks out with. And to just ask some general questions, I guess, in order to help us, if that is something that is true, kind of dial in an approach, I guess, to make for a pitch.
Rumor is true.
Yep. Little bird.
More than a rumor. I think it might even be flashing on the sign. And I think we'd be very interested in having your input as to what you might propose to consider alongside our applicants.
Yeah.
We've started interviewing. Time is of the essence.
Yes,
So we would welcome a proposal from you, I think sometime.
excellent. That'd be great. We've, again, Paul's been doing it almost, actually truly longer than I've been alive, so that's great.
Gee, Paul, how do you feel now, buddy?
Yeah, it's a tip of the hat. We've been doing it a long time. He's been very helpful throughout my career personally. But no, we, again, that's something that's exciting. We like to be able to help around. We've helped some other folks around, doing some stuff similar, around O&M contracts and stuff, so right in our wheelhouse, for sure.
Cause I believe Dave has already provided you with the operations
Yeah,
manual and.
he did supply me one, but it's not. It's like head scratch.
Okay,
You're going to be a lot with dogs.
okay,
And I like
Because
to
you have
walk,
one.
and I walk the system. When you, I look at Gabe's other manholes, you got, could you talk that? Carol,
Mhm.
we're gonna know that, and how many
Mhm.
issues you got. And what we want to get is sewer system, we don't want them all along.
oh, come on,
Probably,
I want
we
goats.
whack around, we're looking.
I want goats up there.
I mean, we can't go pay the price, but they.
Right, no, I know,
So I like to walk the system, I know Dave will take care of that.
oh, yeah,
Show me.
Yep.
There's a lot more information, I think, before we can do problems.
Right, just to tailor make it, right, just.
No, and I appreciate that. Is there anything we can do to help you put together a price or?
Actually, system,
Yes, Dave has the blueprints.
Yep.
From when the buyout was done. We found
it's
those.
know what size pipes, what kind of pipes.
sure,
It's AC, you know.
I would think they're on the blueprints, but I haven't seen them.
I think
Oh, actually,
exactly, yes, if the maps don't have it, I guess help, we'd be trying, I guess, maybe about that down.
Popping the covers and climbing down.
If there's any sort of, I guess, proposal plan or something when it was gonna be put into, just give us a rough idea, like Paul saying, users is really big. Number to try to get close, just because again, it's helping judge your flow and how often that we would recommend to actually truly clean it and go out to visually see it with a camera, for example, and maybe even the last records of when the system itself is actually cleaned, or if it has, if not. Would be another thing as well. The typical questions that we normally ask.
I'm pretty sure the blueprints have the pipe sizes on it, but I'd have to,
I'd be
double
surprised
check
if they
that.
don't.
yeah,
What's next?
So if we can get you access to the blueprints through Dave,
The
you,
walk with Dave.
Yeah.
Said, fine, anyways, we can make that happen.
And you guys do the test, like Dave does testing to a point, you would, yeah,
Dave works with John Cronin.
right,
yep.
I know John for the last 35 years as well, you know, I'd probably have him help me out for a month or two.
Mhm.
Then I'd probably go get my license, but Jake had to get sort of test. There's a lot of things we're gonna do.
Yeah.
The testing, I don't do a month of the year, something like that.
so I'm wondering if it would be helpful in preparing your proposal if we had a meeting with Dave and looked at this information, or is it more helpful if you have some time to think about it and ask some questions and we talk over email?
People see Dave, right? Don't forget what she.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to answer all the questions and that, I would take everything they help solve this, or John Cronin.
I said John's pretty much a fountain of knowledge about that, yes, too.
How many other towns do you do?
These three other towns, Litchfield, we begin Litchfield, as well, for 16 years. Picked up Randolph last year, they're really happy with us, and Fountainville, happy with us, city.
About what, 2019?
2019.
So, how many people you have in your company?
For field employees or total, field employees is probably around 58 right now,
Or total?
total 76. And that's just in the northeast, but with Pedbury, I guess, Vortex as a whole, I think is, it's nationwide, I mean, they have 15 plus, stuff, so if we needed, you know, further resources for equipment or knowledge and stuff like that, we have.
Four towns in this area?
Correct, like if we need more knowledge, and stuff like say we needed an extra truck for a truck that we didn't have, right, you know, we could all go and help one another, but for this area, we have more than sufficient. We got what, 8 combination, back trucks, clean the pipes.
You said
Or-
Dixfield, Farmingdale, I'm sorry to interrupt, Dixfield, Farmingdale?
Randolph.
Randolph, okay.
4 sewer jets, you know, fluid, service trucks and equipment, it's, quite extensive, more than you would expect that you can have in hide in the hill in a barn.
Would this town be the smallest population that you do?
Yeah,
I don't know what the users are.
Right, yeah, we have.
123, roughly.
I think Randolph maybe a little smaller.
No kidding.
Not by much.
Yep.
It is.
But I think I personally would welcome a proposal and
Definitely.
like to get it sooner, as soon, no, I mean, I don't mean to make it sound like an emergency, it's not, but we'd
We'd
like to
like it
get it
Monday.
sooner rather than later.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
3 weeks. If something goes wrong, we'll call you and say you can do more time.
Yeah, no, that'd be great, and I'm not writing that down, so,
It's recorded. so-
yes.
I wrote it down.
Very good.
Thanks.
Anything else
Yeah.
for,
No,
okay,
Great, thank you.
no.
Tom did not make it?
No.
Okay. Shall we table that to the next time? Or,
Isn't going to.
that's a good question, I don't know. He had, power outage issues.
We can try, and then next time we
Yeah.
have to handle it, how's that?
No, that sounds fair. Let's do that.
Tabling it?
Ish, I have, I'm sorry, I had one other planning board related thing on my list, I thought. Forgive me. Here it is. Okay, yes, I think we can table that till our next meeting and either you or I can reach out to Tom, see if he can come.
Yep, I'll email.
Thank you. We have a resident complaint form.
You all have a complaint form in your packets. I know it's very, very hard to read. It's a formality because it's a signed complaint form that Aaron wanted to put it before the board. This person has reached out to DEP. I reached out to DEP and talked to Vera today. She's all over this. It has to do with tires.
Meaning she's taking care of it.
She is taking care of it. She has been in touch with the person who filled out the form, plus the complainant or complaint, both parties. Aaron just wanted to put it before the board, like I said, because it was a signed form. And if you are okay with Vera taking the reins, which she is doing anyways, as a representative of DEP, he will send a letter for the resolution and say DEP is now in charge of this problem.
Aaron would send the letter.
Aaron will send a letter to, yes. And it will be all logged on the complaint form, and it will be put under the resolved complaints. Originally, there was a verbal complaint. Aaron misunderstood what the complaint was, and he handled it the way he should have. Came back and was talking about something else. And
that is all DEP, so. He reached out to DEP and Vera said, and I talked to her today and she said she's been out there, she will go out again. She knows she knows the situation and she knows the parties.
Okay, but you don't need anything from us. This was just an
No, like I
FYI.
said, it was because it was a complaint form, we wanted to put it before the board.
Okay.
So you guys knew it existed and it was addressed.
Thank you.
No problem.
Gotta wait for the rest of the board to show back.
We're back.
Anything else on the complaint or are you good? Don, good?
I'm great.
Other business?
I have none, other than. As usual, highway guys have been busy and are gonna be busier.
Yes. Other business, Robin?
I've been attending the monthly transfer people meetings that AFCOG puts on. And she sent an email the other day wanting to know if the town of Canton would like to participate in a hazardous household waste disposal. It would either be in Wilton and or Mexico this year. It would cost the town between $350, $450, depending how many towns chip into it. It would be to get rid of your old gasoline, your waste oil, household cleaning products, other hazardous things to dispose of. So if we were to join in it, Steve could take, and all he has to say is, I'm from Canton, they don't like run license or anything. So that's an opportunity if we want to participate. It'll be in warmer weather.
How long, when do they need to know by?
Yeah.
Cause when would we have to have the money in if we chose to do it?
Can we wait till the next budget cycle? I think is what she means to ask.
I don't remember when they talked about doing it. They will do it this spring, I know that.
And the more towns that join, the cheaper.
The cheap,
Right.
yeah. You know, that's
Right.
why I checked to see where the transfer station is money wise. We're good. It's a service we can offer until I can do some changes during the summer up there and we can collect some of it ourselves.
It's usually March or April, like I missed it by a week last year, and the citizens can take stuff there.
Yeah.
Well, but then you have to go to Lewiston and pay it out.
Yeah, and they're not cheap, man.
So, you know, it's something we can offer the townspeople. You know, maybe
We
try.
just don't know what the cost will be until they know how many are gonna. do
Yes,
it.
right.
So,
And they, you know, and it's how many participate in town? I don't know.
That cost would cover everybody in town?
Mhm.
Like $350, $400?
A question to ask them, Robin, is can we collect it here than have one person?
Yes, you can, because she was saying, I don't remember what town, like 4 people rode together and from one of the outlying townships or whatever. And it doesn't have to be one person per car. You can, like, all 4 of us go together and we each have our own stuff.
Yeah, but I was wondering is if, like, we could collect up here some Saturday and then have one of our town trucks.
I don't
take it over there.
Remember, if there's a limit,
rate yourself in that.
yeah. But I know, cause I was like, ooh, I wonder if we could host it, but we don't have the facilities to do
Right,
it.
if they would, if it was just going into the back of the truck
Like
body,
our one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's been.
Can
done
we
in the past.
transport hazardous
I don't
materials?
know. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure we do with some things, but
Well,
can we collect it and transport it?
I
Might be
don't
a
know.
different
It's
question.
another good question, because we had Black Card do it with
that's true, yeah.
hazardous waste transportation.
Yeah,
That's a good question to ask them.
yeah,
Do you need an answer before, our next meeting?
no. Well, I just wanted, she just sent it before I forget.
Thank you.
You want that on the agenda or?
Yeah,
We don't, we're not offended when people leave us, so.
People leave us all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Other business.
W2s are coming along,
What?
the Huh?
I heard coming along, and all I caught out of that.
W-2s are coming along.
Yes, we found out that there has been an error, for many years. And Aaron and I tried everything we could do to figure out how to fix that. I reached out to Ron Smith. He said, he called me last night, or right before we left. I sent him everything he needed this morning. And he said, as a town, just breathe. He'll get us through this and we will have them out on time. He asked a few questions. It looks like a button somewhere, really, and I said, moving forward, can you show me how to do that if we set up somebody new? They're all over it and they've been great with us, so.
So what sort of error?
Deductions are not showing on W-2s. So when you make a deduction to have vision insurance, or you make a deduction for your retirement, it's not showing on the W-2.
Okay.
So, in the W-2 world, it's box 14 and box 12. Never heard of them before, so,
But your accountant has.
yes. But other than that, like I said, they've been great with us, and Ron said, relax, he'll get us through this, so.
Okay.
I would also like to say kudos to the highway guys, because they
Yeah.
come in, they check on us every day. If they know it's just me, they shovel the door before I get here, and they spread sand and salt, and they've been amazing.
Yeah.
We got a darn good crew.
I hate seeing them getting called out at 10 o'clock at night and go by the house. It's something they want.
I feel kind of bad because he turns around in my driveway when he's just doing the wind drifts, because apparently it all starts with me.
Well, as he said, it's drifting this year different than
Oh,
it ever has.
Completely
Staples
different.
Hill and stuff.
Yeah.
But
In my driveway.
others changed.
Yeah. Mother Nature's cranky.
We have 3 ordinances, or at least 2 completed ordinance, or 2 draft ordinance from the planning board and 1 more on the way. As a board, we have an opportunity to make some comments. The planning board has requested we send it on for legal review. We are $893.94 over our legal budget for the year. So I think that's gonna slow down any legal reviews of things. But we've received them. Other business.
Yeah.
February 9th, Jim and I will, and if anybody else wants to set in, we're going to do core 3 training, so that will get updated. I can learn a lot about trash.
Yeah. Okay, approval of the warrants. Accounts payable warrant number 6120.
Where are they?
Oh
Oh.
my gosh. I'll bring them out.
Okay, $28,717.75, number 63, $2,352.50. Motion, there's only 2.
Okay, I didn't know if you were gonna do them all at once.
Oh, payroll warrants? Okay, yeah, I can do payroll warrants too. Number 60, $7,738.06. Number 62, $5,307.20.
Motion to approve is read.
Second.
All those in favor?
I didn't wanna bring them out while you were in an interview, that's
Thank you.
why.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense now. Public comment. Any more public comment?
Members of the public, you could say.
Okay, committee reports.
I haven't heard anything from the fire department, so as far as I know, they're doing well, so. He did put yes, he did make a post on Facebook that if the weather gets as nasty as what they're saying it's going to be this weekend, that the fire department can be available as a warming shelter. So if anyone needs it or knows of anyone that may, let them know. Because if the power goes out when it's that bad, it's not gonna be pretty.
Yep.
Diane.
The planning board had a comp plan work session on Monday that was well attended and good progress. We're probably easily 30% of the way through.
Do we have a copy of what you have done to date so that we're not deluged with
As
it
the
all at
chapters
once?
get readable, we'll be happy to send them.
Okay. It would just be, in my opinion, it would be easier to get them in small things instead of the whole dry thing all at once.
It's not gonna be dry this year, it's gonna be rain.
Okay, hold you to that. So,
Other committee reports. Okay. Board questions and comments.
have none.
Executive session.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Oh, she's thinking.
we're moving
I
too
wanna
fast.
bother you guys. I wanna update you on the decision that was made back in 23 to do test wells down there.
Are you speaking as a member of
I'll
the
speak
board
anything you want me to
or
speak.
as the water department?
You sent me an email as a board member. Which I think Paul would have been sufficient versus that email all in capitals to start billing immediately because the lease wasn't signed.
Sean, are you speaking as a board member or a member?
What do you want me to do?
You tell me what your position is here.
I'm a select board member. You sent me an email as a select board member.
I sent one to two different emails.
You sent me an email as a select board member.
I just want to clarify if you're sitting out here or sitting
I
up
just
here.
asked you, where do you want me to go?
I don't know what you're gonna say, so you're gonna have to.
I'm reminding
Make a
you
decision.
of this. That was Canton Water District. I came to you before as board member in 2023, before you as board member, before you as board member. I'm just
As the water
refreshing
district,
as water district.
okay.
The
So are
email
you
you-
talking to us as the water district? Thank you.
We got permission to do test wells on town and property. Right?
That's what I understand, yeah.
Okay. So that's what we're doing. Canton Water District is doing test wells on town of Canton's property.
Thank you. Next time you're gonna do wells on our property or test wells on our property, would you notify us?
We got permission to do it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just asking as a courtesy. Could you let us know what's going on?
We can, next time we'll do it.
Okay,
So you sent out an email, said stop immediately.
yes.
And you all have my phone number, which would have been sufficient just to call me. Your email was well above being very unpolite. So I come up here and got pretty angry with her. She sent an email to the whole board saying that a person come in that didn't want to be identified to who was making the complaint.
Mhm.
And I don't know why anybody just gonna call me. She referred the person to Canton Water District. They didn't want to get a hold of Canton Water District because they didn't want to be identified. And it's been going on for well over 2 weeks down there. And then the lease that's been written up is being worked on by our lawyer and the town of Canton's lawyer. Because it's not gonna be signed because the town of Canton can take the property back at the drop of a hat. And that can't be done. That's why we've been advised not to sign it until it's looked over and rewritten. Well, that's where we are. That's our position on that. You guys have got all the paperwork, you probably should be fired.
What do you want filed?
That paperwork, just so you'll know next time. That's an article out of the paper and it's in the minutes of the meeting. That was done that. And I'm talking as a select board member right now. Where she made, it references her to start this conversation. She says no skin off our back to have a lease on that land. I'm just refreshing your memory, Christie, your memory. To what's going on down there, because there seems to be a lot of angry people. That were down there. And if you guys will remember, we talked about emails getting fired off before that you guys didn't want to do an email to somebody, you want to make a call. So, but you had no problem sending me an email.
I don't recall what you're referring to, and I
Oh,
sent you
you
an email.
recall it.
Excuse me, I'm talking, my turn.
You recall
I sent you an email because I felt it needed to be documented on behalf of the town that there were drills being made on our land, town land, without any notification of what was going on. I thought that was unfair and unprofessional. Therefore, I sent an email. In the future, before you access our land, which you've now informed the board you're not gonna sign the lease for, we would appreciate a heads up and
Robin.
excuse me, my turn, and renewal of the request to drill, because that was granted as a courtesy. Do you have anything else to add, Sean?
I do.
Please.
Brian Keane knew this. Brian Keane come up and talked to me.
When?
And he's the one that talked to you about sending out the email. He said, that's my fault because I instructed Christine to do it.
You're misstating
I'm not
what took
mistaken.
place.
So
I did not
I'm
receive
done.
any instruction. Is there anything that you hope to accomplish with this?
I accomplished what I needed to.
Okay. Do you need anything else from us with regards to the lease? Immediately, or is
His
this,
hands.
so it's tabled as far as we're concerned, you need no board action on that?
Meeting board action.
Oh,
Brian knows it.
okay,
And Brian said it's gonna be all just a word change. Our lawyer is
John,
talking.
if you're on the water district, you have to be out there.
Not-
If you're on the board, our lawyer has already issued a lease to the water district.
And I'm
When you
counting.
say our lawyer, are you referring to the town of Canton's lawyer or the water district's lawyer?
I'm letting you know that's why it's not signed.
Okay, do you have any other water district business?
No, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else before we go into executive session? Okay, motion to go into executive session?
Second.
Oh, wait, Kathy, do we need to sign these?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, not all of you, just you.
okay,
Or
thank you.
usually it's Brian, but he's not here.
Okay, that's good, I got it. Continue, you were saying?
Oh, I was seconding the motion to go into executive
Okay, all those in favor?
for
Or
whatever it is.
5,
4, 5, 6A.
Correct.
thank you. Okay. Sorry,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go get those warrants. I apologize. Now I realize why I didn't do it.
Oh, thank you.
The books.
Well, let's look, wait a minute. We don't have a staff.
You really
Don't have to sign.
That's okay with me.
Sign them in executive session.
Now I'll have to come out and do it.
Yeah, so we gotta wait to sign until we come out of executive. Oh, you needed a copy?
I'll give you my, if you ignore the highlights, I'll give you my copy.
Particular attention.
And make sure to remember that when it says 25, it actually means 26.
Gotta be a little.
Mine say 26.
It says 26 above, he didn't change
Yeah.
it down below, he only changed the month and the year, or month
Yeah.
and the date.
If you wanna come back, if they need to come down, or here before now.
Yeah,
I'll try.
just tell the transport backwards, you're good.
I don't even know what it is. Okay, hold on, I gotta stop the report.
What was in my mailbox?